Well, hey YouTube, it's Elvis Ammo here. Hey, today I got some Federal Premium Synthetic bullets. They're called the Syntech bullets from Federal Premium. A lot of us know about these. They make them in a loaded variety, and you can buy those and you can shoot them, and they're just like our powder coated bullets. It was kind of big news just a little while back when Federal came out with their synthetic bullets, and we were like, well, look at here, you know. So here's what they look like. Check them out. Isn't that nice? I mean, you know, if I wouldn't get lead poison, I'd probably want to eat those. Them things look like little jelly beans right there. So that's these come in a Midway. They're repackaged from Midway for, you know, their bulk components. And I'm going to give you a close-up of their little label that they put on there. The Federal Premium Syntech. Right there. So that's the bullets. You know, they finally come out. I've been waiting on them. I've called Federal. You know, kind of went through the channel and never did come up with bullets. You know, I was hoping that somebody would just say, why don't I just send you some bullets? Nothing. Anyway, so I haven't done any comprehensive loading or anything with these yet. But I did load some and I did shoot some, and I'm going to tell you what I know. There's some stuff about this ammo that's kind of cool. I mean, you know, it was kind of big news for me. You know, it's like I'm weighing these things and measuring them and doing the hammer test on them, and then I filed a spot on it and I measured the hardness with the Lee hardness tester, and I was surprised by everything. So here we go. Let me give you the rundown. So Federal Premium does a powder coated bullet, you know. I guess they seen us powder coating bullets for long enough, and they're like, man, we got to get in on that. But let me tell you, the way they advertised their bullets, you know, when they first came out, you know, officially, I guess, kind of came out with the information on this about a year ago now, or near about maybe 8 months ago. That's the bottom of the bullet. Right there. I mean, they're pretty nice. Take a look. I mean, they're nice and rounded, no sharp edges on them nowhere. And I mean, it looks like it's, you know, just in like a bubble or something. I mean, it's some beautiful powder coating that they've done on this thing. So you know, it's been that long since they officially come out with this, and you know, they advertise them to be safer, you know, to shoot on steel and that kind of thing. But that's something that that we've already known. You know, a lot of us that powder coat, you know, some of us do it for safety reasons. You know, we're shooting at steel. And those jackets, we all know, if you've shot enough steel, you know that, you know, you get a lot of blowback and this and that. But if you do it safely and you shoot the right thing the right way, I'm not going to get into all that. You don't have to worry about it. But always wear eye protection. You don't never shoot steel without eye protection. You don't shoot without eye protection ever. But especially if you're shooting steel. I've seen many times over and over, you know. But the amount of stuff that does blow back and the things that do blow back, even when you're doing it safely, that can happen. as long as you're wearing eye protection, you don't have no issues. There's nothing coming back enough to impale you and all that. And I'm sure somebody will have a story on it. And anyway, I just kind of went through all that. But here's what I found out about it. I did the hammer test on it. Where to start first? Yeah, I'll just show you the, instead of hammering a bunch of them for you, I just went and hammered several of them, and I've done it at different stages and stopped. I want you to just take a look at this. This is a little different than our powder coating. This powder coating tends to chip. All right, our powder coating don't chip, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, there's a spot right there. You see that little spot right there? I'm going to see if I can. Anyway, I don't know if you can see a difference there or not now. But I'll show you some more. Here's another one that I done at another stage, and you can really see this one. See the powder coat peeling on it. Alright, you can actually see that I peeled that off right there. Now watch this. See that spot right here? I just pulled that off. See that spot right there? That's the paint that just come off of it. I mean, I'm knocking this off left and right here. See? Alright, so and then when I was hammering it, this flew off the base of the bullet. I'm not knocking the bullet or the powder coat or nothing. I'm just showing you what it's about. Alright. So, as you drop that one. It wasn't a bullet that time. Okay, here was one. I was just kind of showing you what this stuff's about. See that split in there? I hammered this one, just a little bit on the side right there, and it split right there on the bottom. And we'll see if it'll come off. Oh, I dropped the bullet. And it fell off, of course. There we go. See, I just pulled that off with my finger. But just a little bit unusual. I just thought I'd show you that, because all of our bullets, you can see, here's one. You can see where I gripped it with the pliers, and it's just a flat flitter, and it don't chip. It just kind of stretches out. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. That's quite different about this powder. And then I took this one. I'll show you this one. I just kind of snipped the. I just dropped it. Alright. So I snipped this one off right here, just so you could see, maybe see the depth of the powder coat on it. I just snipped it off like that. That was the nose of it right here. But so that's the hammer test. Now the next thing that I done was I went ahead and shot them, and I went ahead and captured one for you guys. This is the bullet. See that? Right through the Glock. You can see the rifling on it. I caught that in the ballistic gel. Alright, remember this rifling, because now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this bullet that's really different. Well, as you probably just read on here, it says 0.355 diameter. So we're like, why do we want our powder coated bullets at 355, size of most of our barrels, and not 1 over? I don't know the answer to that, but here you go. .355 diameter. So that's what the bullets are measuring. And so I'm like, okay, are these things going to fly straight? So they, you know, I didn't do any comprehensive testing on these bullets. You know, there's no, I didn't, you know, load them up different ways, and to be fair to Federal Premium. Although in my a couple of magazine fulls that I shot out of them, they all flew as good as anything else I shoot. So that's about the only thing I can tell you, you know, because I didn't make up different loads. I didn't shoot them out of a couple of different guns or nothing like that. But it looks like everything's fine. You know, so I mean, you be the judge of why. And the next thing that's quite different is if that don't baffle you a little bit. Now this next one that I'm going to tell you didn't baffle me, but it may baffle some of you. And that is, I went ahead and filed me a spot down right here. If I can get it on. See two little indentions there. And that was where I tested it on the lead hardness tester. And these things are surprisingly hard. So they were between 18 and 19 BHN. Between 18 and 19 BHN is what I was getting. So yeah, we'll just call it 18.5 BHN. You know, I don't know if a point means anything up here at this level, you know, up there. But I was surprised that they were that hard. But remember, I told you that that information didn't really surprise me. And that's because I always seem to have better luck with harder 9mm. I don't know what it is about the 9mm, but they tend to be, you know, they seem to serve me better. Now I've shot them, you know, all the way down from 10 BHN all the way up to 20. So, you know, if I measure, I went ahead and measured one of my, this is a 9mm water quench bullet, just wheel weight alloy, and I was getting about the same thing as Federal Premium was on their lead hardness. You know, mine runs, you know, if I go full, just, you know, straight up wheel weights and take out all the soft stuff, just the hard stuff, so to speak, you know, I get, you know, on water quenched wheel weights, I get somewhere around 20, sometimes maybe 21. You know, it just kind of skips around a little bit, obviously, because, you know, the alloys change just a little bit, slightly, you know, from batch to batch. But this particular bullet was coming in at right near, you know, it was more like 19.5. It was more like 19.5. This bullet was. That's a little bit hard. Don't necessarily need to be that hard. Sometimes I don't even quench them, but the quenching definitely hardens them up pretty good. And this bullet I cast this maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, just so you know. So testing the hardness after 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks maybe. So anyway, this is what they look like loaded up. I'll give you a little tray of them to look at. There we go. I mean, they're beautiful bullets. I mean, they're really pretty. Look at that. You know, for you powder coated bullet geeks out there, you know, I'll give you a little bit more information, you know, on what I think, how they did it. I mean, I don't know the type of coating that they used. I mean, it's obviously some kind of synthetic. I don't know whether it's, you know, a latex or a polymer based, a polyester based, epoxy based, you know, whatever it is, it chips. So now one thing that I noticed on each, it seems like on each bullet there's a little tiny speck. See that little speck? And then there's one on the other side, and that freaks me out because I kind of find it hard to believe that they went and maybe clamped on and hung up each one of these bullets like some of you guys do, powder coating them with the gun. That freaks me out too. Just to be honest. A bunch of OCD folks. See, here we go. That's why I was like, for all you geeks out there, you might like this. There we go. See that little speck? There's one of those little specks on each side like that, like it was, you know, going through the line and then, you know, clamped on with some, you know, fine needle type of claw. That's my guess. It'd be nice if Federal contacts me. It's like, how'd you figure that out? Yep, to prove my theory or disprove my theory. But there we go. I mean, I was even though it didn't blow my mind, you know, that it was at that hardness. You know, us powder coaters know. I mean, your results is what you're looking for. It's your results. If your results are good, then you're doing it good. You know, that's really the way it is. You know, if you're shooting and you're not getting leading, and that, which brings me to the next point that I almost forgot, and that is, you know, after a couple of magazine loads, 30 rounds or so, you know, the barrel was about as clean as it is for me. You know, I mean you can see the powder in there and some. See, it's fouling. It's called fouling. You know, whether you have copper fouling or lead fouling, but there's no streaks of lead. There's no leading. That's why people ask me all the time, you know, about getting leading, and you know, really the best answer is no, because and I don't want to lie and say, you know, I get no, you know, I don't even have to clean my gun when I get done. but fouling is normal. You know, you're going to get that, like this right here. You know, I can run a patch through there and just about knock all of that out. Just so you know, I mean, there's nothing, you know, I'm very familiar with what's in there, and it's just fouling. Anyway, YouTube, I just thought that'd be kind of darn cool. I've been waiting a long time, you know, just to get the Syntech, Federal Premium Syntech 9mm bullets. I didn't realize I was going to end up getting bullets to reload before I actually got the ammo. You know, every time I try to find that stuff, I can't, you know, I'm too late. But there we go. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. The only thing I would say to Federal Premium is, seemed like they were a little bit high, around 14 cents or something like that a piece, which that kind of blows my mind there. Not sure on that deal there, but they seem kind of high. I don't know, you know, what kind of deals you can get. I know, you know, the more you buy, you know, in bulk and all that, the better deal you get. But, you know, it seemed kind of steep, you know, especially, you know, I go from making my bullets for, you almost can't even, you know, I don't know if it's a half a cent, you know, all said and done. But I like buying, you know, I do buy ammo to load, you know, this and that, but I don't like paying a lot for it. I'll sacrifice buying the you know, the Match Kings and different things, you know, for just buying bulk ammo, because I'm just not that good of a shot. You know, if I was competing, I would buy the very best, especially if I was getting paid for competing. But I'm just not that good of a shot to buy that best ammo like that, you know. So I'm gonna shoot the less expensive stuff. But that's the only thing I've seen about it. YouTube. I just wanted to tell you guys about the Federal Premium Syntech. They're a great company, made right here in the United States of America, and they're a little bit high in my opinion, but there's a lot of good reasons to shoot powder-coated bullets for safety alone, you know, and you don't have to worry about them jackets, you know, flying back at you shooting steel. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.